I sold my business for $60 million and decided to celebrate with my daughter and her husband. Can you imagine looking into your daughter's eyes and realizing she's trying to poison you? My name is Peter, and that's exactly what happened the night I sold my company for $60 million. Only, she made one fatal mistake. I switched our glasses. And 15 minutes later, it was her eyes rolling back in her head as she collapsed. Let me tell you, that $60 million wasn't just a number. It was the culmination of 40 years of my life. 40 years, starting from a rented garage in Palo Alto with just 2 employees and a dream. I built Apex Biodyne from absolutely nothing. Even with all that success, I never changed. I still live in the same 3-bedroom ranch house my late wife, Laura, and I bought. I still drive a 7-year-old sedan. Laura, she was the smart one. She saw the world with a clarity I often lacked. And she never, not once, trusted Ryan, my son-in-law. He only looks at your checkbook, Peter, she'd warned me, her voice gentle but firm. He doesn't see Emily. He sees a safety net. I'd always laugh it off. He loves her, Laura. He's just ambitious. How wrong I was. Laura's been gone for 3 years now, but her words still echo in my head every single time I see him. Emily and Ryan lived a life I simply couldn't understand. They drove leased luxury cars that cost more per month than my mortgage ever did. They talked about clubs I'd never heard of, vacations in places I'd only seen in magazines. Ryan had some vague import-export business, but I'm a numbers man. I knew he was drowning in debt. I'd seen the collection letters mistakenly delivered to my house. My daughter, my Emily, she changed after Laura died. She grew distant, defensive, as if she were protecting him from me. But 6 months ago, when the news of the Apex Biodyne acquisition started leaking in the financial papers, they were suddenly present. Dad, let us help you with your files. You shouldn't be handling all this paperwork alone. Dad, are you sure your investments are set up correctly for the transition? Ryan knows a lot about this. I was so lonely, so desperate for the connection I'd lost, that I welcomed their sudden interest. I mistook their greed for affection. And tonight, at L'Orangerie, that affection was suffocating. The restaurant was a palace of crystal and white linen. We were at the best table, overlooking the city lights. Dad, you're a legend, Ryan said, raising his glass of $20 water. To you, the man who built it all from nothing. Emily chimed in, her smile blinding. We're just so proud of you, Daddy. But their eyes weren't proud. They were hungry. They were looking at me like I was a winning lottery ticket, finally ready to cash. So, Dad, Ryan said, leaning in with that familiar, oily charm. With the company officially sold, what happens to all that infrastructure? The shipping routes? All those climate-controlled containers? It was a strange question. I'm in biotechnology. We ship sensitive, heavily regulated medical compounds. It's not like shipping sneakers. What happened next? Waddick full story attached below.